הנרות חללו אנחנו מדליקים, אך הניסים ואך הנפלאות והשועות ועל מלחמות שעשית לאבותינו בימים חכם בזמן הזה בכל שמונת ימיך.
Hi, this is my homemade menorah here. Yep. So these are the cups from tea candles. And when you buy tea candles, they come in these cups. And all you do is you just take them out. Put them in, take them out. And these are the cups. And you can use these cups for an oil menorah, which when I actually celebrate Hanukkah, that's probably what I'll be using. You just need to buy floating wicks, which you can probably get at any Judaica store or even craft stores. But probably the best deal you can get would be on the internet. So you would fill that with oil and then you add your wick according to whatever instructions come on the pack, and then you light the wick once it's in there, and you'll have a real oil menorah. An alternative to the tea candle cups or the tea candles is actually just like a votive candle holder, some kind of candle holder like this that is heat resistant, and you can add the oil into that and line them up if you had 8 of them, and then put your floating wick in there and light it. Now that would be nicer than just tea candle cups. Another thing, these are 8-hour tea candles. Here I have a 4-hour tea candle, and they actually give a nicer light, these smaller ones, because there's less of a shadow. Like, let's say you have this only half full, you have the entire top half that will cast a shadow on the light, so it won't be very bright, but it's brighter with these smaller ones. But anyway, I'm using these 8-hour ones as an example just to show you. So yeah, I'm using this lotus candle holder. It's shaped like a lotus, or a water lily, or just kind of like a lily. And in Israel, you call the lily Shoshan, Hebrew, and it comes from the word for 6, because it's a 6-pointed flower, the lily. And the lily is a symbol of Israel. And I believe, and there are other people who believe, that the origin of the Star of David comes from the lily. So if you look at it this way, from this direction, it kind of looks more like the Star of David if you just look at the edges. Anyway, so I like to use that for my menorah. And it's resting on, actually this is a baking tray that is not being used for baking. So if you have like a cookie sheet, and this is turned upside down just so there will be less heat directly on the table and it's a bit safer. So if you have a silver serving platter, or like some, a big serving platter from like Thanksgiving, that you can just designate for Hanukkah and just use it only for your menorah, or you can just buy something at the store, even like long Pyrex dishes or Corningware, or something that's safe to put this in, because these tea candles can get pretty hot. I really like tea candles in particular because, well, right now you can see that the wax is white, but when it burns after maybe 20 minutes, 10 minutes, I'm not sure, it'll actually start to look like oil, because the wax will begin to melt and go from a solid to a liquid, and it'll look like oil. And I like that, except it's easier and it's not as messy as actually using oil in these cups. So hopefully that gives you some ideas. Okay. Now another thing, obviously you can't pick up this tea candle and distribute the flame. Like, this is the shamash. The shamash just has to be different from the actual Hanukkah lights. So there's only 8 Hanukkah lights, and the 9th is the helper candle. Now usually if you have a menorah with candles like this, you can just pick up your shamash and then light the others. But it's not practical at all to pick up a tea candle shamash and distribute the flame that way. So you need yet another candle to help distribute the flame like this, or even something this big. Okay, so that's that. Now I'm going to do a video on the blessings for Hanukkah and also the main songs. Okay, and I want to add one more thing, is that if you use candles or tea candles, there are special Hanukkah candles that you can buy, and they light really quickly, and they don't and there's no liquid. They just evaporate right away. I think they're called no drip candles that you can buy. But anyway, as you can see, my shamash has already been lit. The wick is black. This is a fresh tea candle. You can see the wick. If you use candles at all, you know that sometimes with certain candles, it's hard. It takes a few seconds to actually light a fresh wick. But an already used wick will light like instantly as soon as the flame touches it. So what I like to do is, even before you officially start lighting your Hanukkah candles, is just to light that wick, or light whatever wicks you need to do, then blow them out, and then just leave the candles until you're ready to actually do your little Hanukkah ceremony. So it's a lot easier if you've already got them pre-lit. That way you won't have any muss or fuss about actually lighting them. But if you use fresh candles, you're gonna, sometimes you have to struggle a bit to get it to light. So it's better if you have it kind of pre-lit like this. Anyway, so that was just a quick video, like how to, if you want to make your own menorah really easily and without spending a ton of money, you can just use the tea candles. It's really good. I actually, like I said earlier, the 4-hour ones are a bit nicer. I mean, it really is that easy. It's not a big deal. And if you really want to make something really nice and pretty and more elaborate, you can Google homemade menorahs or homemade candle holders and stuff like that, and actually look at the different kinds that are out there, and you can get lots of really nice ideas. This is actually very plain, but it's very practical. You can do it for every member of your family without much of a problem. So yeah, there you go.
בכל 8 ימי חנוכה הנרות חללו קודשם ואין לנו רשות להשתמש בהם.